Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It is Angela, the Traveling Crafter. Welcome back if you are returning, and welcome to the channel if you are new here. I'm so happy to have you. And if you have been following along for a few of the last videos, you know that I am on the road. I have been working on some projects that I think are going to coordinate well with the envelope and card journal that we are putting together. And this is a beginner-friendly project that anyone can do. It's a great place to start if you are new and want to get your feet wet, your hands gluey, and try a journal. So let me just back up and tell you kind of what we have done, and so that way you can go back and check out some of those videos. So we started with some what I call perpetual tags or nesting tags, and they just keep going and going and get smaller and smaller in size, and these itty bitty tags, they're just really fun to do. These I did out of seam binding cards and their covers, and then we did another video where I used a template that was initially for a scrapbook, and we altered that and created this lovely little pocket that can go on a page, as well as a few more tags and journal cards that can go along with it as well. So my intent is that we can then use at least some of these, or maybe all of them, in our journal that we're going to make. I also had told you I was going to do a video on using and dismantling that vintage fabrics book. However, after I kind of looked at it and I grabbed some things out, I thought, nah, I don't really think it's necessary to do a video. You've seen me deconstruct a book before. You've seen me mine different pieces of and pages from books and then turn them into things. So I just went ahead and grabbed some out. This is probably going to be too big for that journal, but I just grabbed some things out that were kind of sewing related, and I just backed them with some scrap wallpaper and fabrics, scrapbook papers that I had. So I have a whole stack of those that potentially we can use in the journal as well. However, today what we're going to do is cover this, and I did a little bit of work ahead of time because honestly, I know that you don't need to watch me just glue on basic pages. So what I did is took all of the cards themselves and I covered them. This one I used one whole page across. This one was a little bit big, so I covered it on this side. I folded it over and made it into pockets here. This one I used wallpaper. I covered all of it here. It was a big piece of wallpaper. I then turned it over and cut this piece to fit as a pocket, and then I did another piece. I thought that was kind of fun to do an alternative, so horizontal there. This one is just covered with a scrap. The scrap I had taken 2 circles out of for another project, so I just put a little paper underneath, and I embraced the fact that those circles are there, and we'll do something when we get to decorating it. This one I covered on the inside and made the outside of it a pocket. This the last one is this page was a little bit bigger, so I just folded this over just a little bit to give it a little more oomph, and made a side pocket there. This one I covered on the back and folded it up and made a pocket here. So those are all ready for us to assemble into the journal. Very basic. You cut, you glue. These cards were 5 by 6.5 and 4 by 5.5, so the small and large ones. But what I really wanted to focus on today was doing some work on these pieces that we created. This is the cover, and then these 2 pieces are internal pieces. So what I did for this one, this is the one that actually, I think I had it going like this. So I cut the pages as they are for all the solid pieces, the pieces that aren't pockets, like this one and this one, okay? So what we're gonna do quickly is cover all of these, and I think I want to kind of lay these out. I did cut these a smidgy smaller, just so they fit nicely. With this one, I thought was supposed to be yeah. Okay, so those can go there. This we'll do differently. We need to have something here. Maybe this one. That looks good. And then these will fold up here. So let's see if this is gonna fold in. Let's have maybe this one here, and then this one will fold down. Let's do this one here, and then this one can go on the back. There, like that. So let's just go ahead and get these all on here. Quick like a bunny. All right, glue. We're gonna attempt to use the glue stick and see how we do. If you watched my last video, I'm still in my coat. It has warmed up in here a little bit, but I'm just cold, so I'm not whining. I'm just want you to know that normally I don't wear my coat inside the camper, but today is an exception. Okay, so we're just going to put this on here. Ah! Did I not get that straight? There we go. There's that one on there. I got a little bit around the edge. It's not perfect. That's okay. We can make that work. Let's do this. No? This one. All right, and remember we used the medical tape to kind of attach them together. You probably can't see it on the screen, but it is there, and that is keeping everything together. And it's this easy. Now, if you didn't want to, you wouldn't have to actually cover this at all. You could just use all your little scraps and do collage if you wanted. You could just make little pockets and leave it white. If you use colored envelopes, you could leave them just how they are. You could make your own envelopes and do one that way as well. So possibilities are really endless in this, but we're just doing the basics, and I think that you will see. Again, I have a little bit of a ledge, I didn't go over the top because I wanted to make sure I had a little bit of give in it, a little wiggle room, if you will. All right, this one, let's see how we do here. And this goes pretty fast. And I did do some templates for the actual envelope. Oops, I got a little glue on that other one. Envelopes itself, so that should make it go a little bit quicker, and I'll show you how I did those so that you can do them too. Ooh, that may need a little piece of washi on it just to shore that up. Let's see, I feel like this needs a notch in it, so let's just do that right now. Whoa. There we go. Done. Okay, so that's good. Now let's do the front or the top. And it depends on how you fold these in as to which is going to be your top and your front of this. And remember that we're putting this in as a signature, so part of it will be on one side of the page, so it won't all be together like you see it right now. Does that make sense? I'll show you in a second. I will show you. Okay, wait, I better make sure this is right before I... You know. Okay, we got all those. So what will happen is these will be like this, and then this part will be in the signature. So now we need to do this part. So we're just gonna use this glue and get this last one on here, and then I'll show you how to do the actual pockets. And those are pretty easy too, I promise you. So tell me in the comments how many of you have done many junk journals, and how many of you are just getting started. And if you're so inclined, like, what things do you love about paper crafting, specifically junk journaling, and what things do you find as challenges? I'd love to hear. All right, so now the last thing we need to do is take care of these. You know what, I'm gonna punch this here too, just so you know it's a pocket on either side. There we go. All right, so we've got all of that done. Pretty easy, wasn't it? Longest part is actually cutting the paper. So what I did is I just took another one of these envelopes, and I used it to put in a piece of paper. I went around it, traced around it, and then cut it out. So essentially what can happen, and I don't know that this one particularly is the right one, but we can then just tuck this in here, and then glue it in, and it will be ready to roll, right? That one looks like it's a little bit, and they're not all going to be perfect because I guess that's not bad, but I don't want to use that right now because we need to use it to make some more. So that will go there. And then did I do one for, yes. So then here is a template. Again, I just took my envelope, I cut it down to size widthwise, and then just popped that inside like this. And you don't have to go all the way down. I just did. I traced it, cut it out. So we're gonna do a couple more of those that might match just a little bit better and see where we get. So we've got these three. This pink one I think will work. So let's see if this one will go in here, okay. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Why did that one? Oh, because it's for the front. Duh. See that one? So then it will kind of fold over if we want it to. All right, let's make another one of these. So we need 2 front flaps. So 2 flaps like this, which I kind of like this one there. And so you could fold it over and make a little tuck or just a little side area. So that's why that one's a little longer. So we need one more for right here. Why don't we use this B? I'm wondering if I think I want the B paper to be on this. All right, so we need 2 of these because I don't think this one's gonna cut it. All right, so let me just get my pencil here. Whoops. And I'm just going to, and I just butt this up to the corner or to the edge. So it's just one less cut I have to make. And we'll just do this. And here, you may have to, because I'm doing this right on the design side, you might have to erase a little bit, but that's okay. And then you just go like this, and we need 2 of these just to cover that up. So let's just make sure I got a little bit of all right, that one's good. That will go fine right there. And then we need 1 more. Actually, what I think I'll do with this one is use this yellow paper on the bottom. So let's go ahead and remember, this is a little longer than it needs to be because it can go over the side flap and just be a design element, or if you wanted it to be a tiny little tuck, you could do that as well. I'm not going to, but you certainly could. Pretty easy. And you're just using your envelope as your guide to make your templates. All right, so we have this one done. And we need the inside. What are we gonna use for the inside? This will be the inside one, but I don't wanna use that one. What will it be? What will it be? I don't know. I might have to get out that other stack of paper. This one might not be too bad. It's very subtle. A little bit of pink. There's my pen. Whoa. And in a perfect world, I wouldn't be doing this right on top of my project, but space is an issue. And if you don't know, like I said, I am traveling, so we are in our RV, and lighting is not ideal, so please, if you're new to the channel and you've just started watching, know that normally that is not the situation. Okay, so now we have this one is all ready to go. We just need to do the same for the top one. So I think I'm gonna have to get out my other pack of paper. So bear with me here. Do any of you watch reality TV? And if so, do you watch Southern Charm? Because I really like it, and so I've been catching up on it. Okay, so when opened up, this won't show. That will be there. Trying to decide. And I'm really low on the rest of... Okay, let's do this, because this will be on the other side, so it won't show. So let's do this one as the outside part. And again, I'm just butting that up. And again, like I said, you do not have to go this long. It's just easier for me. Yes, it wastes a little bit of paper, but if you're not concerned with that, don't worry about it. If not, all you need to do is make sure you go about maybe an inch or two below the tip of that V, and you will be fine. And we'll see where we're at time-wise, and if we have time, we'll do the bigger one, which you do the very same way. Oh, well, actually, no, you don't. We may have to do that a little bit different. Okay, there's that one is going to go there. Now, what shall we do? This one's going to be, that's going to be yellow. Let's do this one for the inside. Can we make it? Sure can, actually. No. We'll just waste a little bit more paper there. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful crafting kind of day. As I said in the last video, I don't know what the temperature is, but it is really cold. And rumor has it was supposed to be up to 20 below zero with the wind chill. True? I don't know. But, ooh, I might have got off on that a little bit. That's okay. It's okay. It's a junk journal. All right. There's that one for the inside, and then we need one piece for the outside. What are we gonna do with that one? I wonder if any of these maybe this one, will this fit on here? Yes, it will. Lovely. Pretty easy stuff, isn't it? But that's why we're doing this, because whether you've been doing this for a long time or whether you're new to the craft, anyone can do it. And these envelopes are so nice and sturdy that they make great journal cover. It's a small, small journal, easy to work with, and bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this piece in here. Make sure that I can get it, because like I said, not all envelopes are perfect. So you kind of have to play around with it. You might have to trim it up. Come on. The other thing you could do, and I might do it on this one because I'm not liking how this is working, is you can simply just tuck this in, glue it down, and then put a piece right there. Should I do that? Because then I can just go like this. Let's do that on this one, because I do not like how that was working out. Thing is, you got lots of options. All right, so we're gonna first glue this down gently, work that into place, and then we're gonna glue this. And I just want to make sure that I get this glued all the way around so that when you pop things in there, it doesn't get stuck to it. That's the most important part. This is a little tricky. I say that, and then that worked out pretty darn easy, didn't it? I'm just going to glue these extra little chunks down so that when we put this piece on, it doesn't pull. And this paper that I'm using is not cardstock. So I would suggest, if you're doing it, and remember, as you add more bulk, you have to think about that for the integrity of the journal. So Just be aware of that. And I'm just going to be okay with the fact that that's a little bit that you can see that. Here's what I'll do. No, I'm not going to do it now because I don't have my, but I'll go around all of these areas that I left kind of open. Let's fold this back while we do this one. All right, let's see if this one works better. And again, I'm going to test it. I don't know why I did that. I could have just done this straight across, but I didn't. See, that one goes in really well. I'm not doing it right. Goodness gracious, no wonder. Woo, mama. See, I'm not, for some reason. You know what? We're just going to do this. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to glue it on, and I'm going to fix the envelope. I'm not sure why these are not quite, I mean, the first one for the sample worked perfect. So, weird. I'm going to come up just as far as I can without, and that's as far as I can go. So what I'll do is I'll just trim this down. And I'm going to do it now before I put this one on because I don't want it to cover that up and then not be able to tell exactly where I need to cut. There we go. Problemo solved. Okay, so let's see here how we're doing. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. All right, let's put this one on. Right, we don't want to lose that. I'm going to do, I guess I'm going to just do it here. Do I need to do this here as well? Yes. Just don't want those to pull up. That easy. So the next video I think I'll do is we'll just do a little decorating. Now, once again, we're working with what we got here at the old campground. My supplies are limited. And again, there's a little bit of white showing. I'm not going to worry about that. I can handle that later. Okay, now I'm going to fold this over. I'm going to flip it over. Oh, this is the same one. Well, poo. Let me see what I got here. If I can use the yellow one and save that one. Yeah, let's use the yellow. Hang on. I mean, I don't mind the matchy-matchy, but that's not what we're doing this time. Okay, so we'll use the yellow one, and it will go right on here like this. And I'm going to put the whole thing on, glued on. I do not want to have a tuck, just because it's just regular scrapbook type paper, and that's a little bit too flimsy for me. All right, so we're just going to cover that. And then a little bit of extra there. Well, maybe. Turn it the right way, Ange. So I'm curious what you're all working on. When I'm recording this, I don't know what day it is. It seems weird to me because I did my December daily, and if you haven't watched that video where I announced the winner, go check that out. But that's the only Christmas project I did this year. And by choice. I mean, I didn't want to do any other ones. That's kind of the thing. All right. So basically we are done. Now I would probably maybe put a brad here or something here to, you know, keep that closed as well. It's actually going to go like this. So I will put this one down first, this one up like this. Now when we put it into the journal, which one? This one I think I had going right here. Did I? No. Back here. Let's put it back a little bit. And the big one is going to be the cover. I have one more little one to do. But see how that's starting to get bulky? And so we're going to have to consider that when we do our cover. All right. Let me put these back in the small envelope. What did I do with that small envelope? Well, I don't know. We'll put it with that. Okay. So this one is going to be a little bit different in that we essentially have all four of these that are going to be covered. I wish I had a large piece of thin paper and then I would just cover it. But I'm wondering if, just for the fun of it, if we, because it's the cover, if we just kind of use up, let's just do it. We're just going to collage this. I hardly ever do collage on camera. And I am putting these big pieces on here. I might, just for the sake of having a little variety, cut just a little bit of it off. There we go. And I'm sort of making these straight, but not really. Put this here. Ooh, goopy goop, my goopersons. And I think I'll try to do it so that I miss going over all of these seams, except I didn't do that one, but that's okay. And like I said, I'm just kind of getting them straight. It's really, I don't know why it's so goopy. It's freezing in here. It shouldn't be. And essentially, we're just going to do the envelopes the very same way. So depending on time, we may get to those. Otherwise, I just want to show you just some opportunities to do things a little bit different. I'm going to have lots of little hang on, I'm going to straighten that out over here. I'm just going to put it right about there. Oh my goodness. Nasty. I can't win with the glue on the road, I'm telling you right now. yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pull this trimmer over just to quickly give us some, so we can go a little bit faster. Works a little bit better that way. I'm hardly even pushing on this either. That's the weird part. Cute. This is gonna bother me right here, but maybe I can find a, here. Let's use this. And just do a thin one to kind of close that up. Better, much better. All right. Now what? Let's do another one of these just to have it ready. And maybe that's a nice piece. I don't think I want to use that. Here, let's use some of these that are already, okay, these are all squared up, so I think these will make, they'd be better for other things. Let's find some of these that are, let's get this, straighten this out a little bit. I think we'll do that there. I'm just gonna cut a bunch of these, bunch more of these out. That will work. Keep all these little ones here. And we'll use this one over here somewhere. Cut some of these. This is probably the easiest, quickest. I try to find efficient ways to do things. I'm not a huge, like, mask making. I get bored really easy. So I like variety. But when you can kind of whip through a bunch of things and mass make at the same time, we'll use this one maybe here somewhere. This one will work. Can you guys see that? I really hope so. We need some more. There's my envelope. Oh, here. This is a good one. This one we might be able to go. It's very thin. Quite a ways across it. Yeah, so we can do that all the way. That didn't get cut. Hang on, I need to look in the camera and see. There we go. All right, so this one we're gonna go all the way across those two because it's thin enough. I think it'll be fine. There we go. And let's cut this one up. All right. Maybe we'll use this one here somewhere. This this one up here. We've got this. Well, that's pretty good. There's that. Maybe here. I'm just throwing these on there. This is a good one. This is one of my digitals. This is a pretty thin piece of paper too. It could, if it needed to go over both, it could. All right, let's get some of these on here and then we'll fill in. Okay, okay. We're gonna start here. Actually, I'm gonna start with this one. There we go. Oh, oops. I kind of want to go with this one on the edge. And I mean, I don't know how many of you collage, or if you like to do collage, or if you've never tried it, but my tip for you is just don't overthink it. I mean, you can work on these all day long and, have them perfectly lined up and all of, measure twice, cut once type of thing. If that's what you want to do, you do that. But it is really not necessary. I mean, just find a piece that fits, put it on, call it good. Because this, doing a collage is supposed to be relaxing. It's kind of like a mindful meditation type of activity. And so you don't want to take a lot of time overthinking it. That defeats the purpose. Oh, I was trying to figure out, I'm like, oh, that's all one piece. Let's see, let's use some. And what I'm doing is I'm just kind of putting this in about the right spot. And seeing how wide it is, and then just gluing right there. That's what I'm doing. That little piece of paper, it's on my last frayed nerve. Okay, I'm just gonna put that there. I'm not even gonna cut that right now. I can cut it in a minute. I'm trying to find some of these. This will work. So that's the thing. You're using up your scraps and then you're just creating more, right? Okay, come on now. That's got to go. Let's just get you off of there. And it's still stuck to my finger. And you can do it either way. You can glue to the paper. Sometimes when you're using just like this kind of thin scrapbook paper, do you see how it kind of starts to curl? That's why I tend to just glue right on the paper. All right, we just need 2 little chunks there. Oh my goodness. Well, she gone. Time to get a new glue stick. Hang on. Luckily I have many. Use these little purple ones. But these, I mean, collage goes pretty fast. Let's just use a chunk of this orange. Oh my. I don't know about this. Oh, I guess it's not really, it's purple, but it's not like the other one. Yowza. A lot of times when I'm traveling, I just pick glue sticks up here and there. And, you know, sometimes they're not the best. I did have nice glue sticks with me, and I've used them all, so there's that. I'm gonna stick these over here because these need some, they just need to be down. Yeah, so collaging is a nice little relaxing activity, especially, and it can also really get your creative juices flowing. If you're kind of in a little bit of a creative slump and you're thinking, oh, what should I do? What should I work on next? If you have a glue book, or if you just want to, you know, take some book pages and grab your scraps and start doing a collage similar to what I'm doing right now, you might be surprised just how much you find in your creative bank of goodies just by kind of relaxing for a minute or two and collaging. Now, did you see what I did there? I just put that on there, and it's just a really wonky scrap, isn't it? But that is okay. Oh, here. This would be fun. Nah, not there. Don't like that. That's too heavy. No. I'm being particular because I don't want to use some of these bigger pieces because I think we might need them for our actual ephemera in there. And if they're already cut, we might as well not make more work for ourselves, right? There we go. All right, something else needs to go there. We're this. Because I have one. Hey, let's not do that, young lady. No need. Nobody's here. Shh. Ruby. I am going to put this one right here. That little orange piece that I put there, can't even see it now, can you? Ruby. And we need one little, let's see. Piece here. Ugh, poo. It's not quite long enough. Stick that there. I don't know what she hears. All right. I got this section and this little strip. Strippy pippy. Let's use another piece of this orange just to kind of add a little bit in there. We're almost done. How long have we been going? I have no idea. But I know I got a big mess there. All right, we got to do this little section. I wonder if let's do this. And because this is going to fit just so in here, I'm going to glue on the back of it, which I did with a couple of other ones too. See, that's kind of sticking up. I'm going to add a little more on there. All right, now we just need one tiny little piece right there. How about we use it? Whoops, that just about went flying. Same with this one. I want to make sure it gets covered. And that is on the seam, so that's going to make a difference. And I may have to go back and kind of put some of these, touch some of these up a little bit. Just because I don't have the best glue. Okay, this is driving me crazy, so I got to cut this off. There we go. All gone. All right, before I do that last one, let's just make sure we got bendies going on here. See that right there? This might need something over it. So let's just do a really thin piece of maybe this. There we go. Okay, the heat just kicked off. I'm still cold. So let's just hope. I should check and see what the temperature is inside. I will do that when we're done. Okay, we'll let that dry before I do it. I like how this is looking. All right, last one. Now, if it makes any difference to you, you know, this will be This will be the back cover, this will be the front cover, and this piece will be one of the inside pieces, just so you are aware. Let's see. I'm gonna use this one up. I'm trying to use all the ones that are a little bit wonky. All right, let's use this one. There we go. Need another little piece here. This dyed paper sometimes does not glue the best with glue stick, just in case you're wondering. And I don't want these to be, I mean, no, I know it doesn't really matter, but because they'll be closed. Oops, sorry. Let's do this. I'm just going to put the whole thing on there. There we go. We're almost finished. So I hope you guys give this a try. Like I said, it's super easy, super fun. Okay, good thing. I was like, oh, please do not tell me. Oop, that's not good. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. It kicked in and then it kicked off. Not good. Not good at all. I'm going to put this one in the corner. And then go over it with something else. Just to use that little piece up. And then I should probably call this a video so I can go troubleshoot and see what is wrong with the heat. And hopefully it's just me overreacting and there is nothing wrong with it. Because technically, when it gets up to a warm temp, then it's supposed to turn off, right? I just don't think it has. Which is not unusual when it's 20 bajillion degrees below zero. Look at that. Ta-da! And now we just need one more little chunk. And we are done. All right, now that is finished. So we essentially have our cover done. And now all I have to do for this one is go touch up. I'll probably be putting some, did I miss that spot? I sure enough did. I probably need to put a little bit of washi or something, just where it bends, just so that when it's used and it's, you know, opened and closed over and over again, it doesn't tear or rip. And then I'll check for all of any spots that might be loose. But those are details. And then all I need to do is do two. I don't have to do any flaps in this. I can do one of two things. And I honestly, I think I may just cover all of this in one. Well, I don't have a big enough piece to do one. But I don't think I'm going to do pockets in here. So I'll glue all these down and then just do solid colors. And then our cover will be done. It will look like this. And then it will go over all of this. And essentially, we have a journal. Now, I'll make sure that I touch these all up before we come back. And then we do have this piece that I can use as kind of a extra pretty, maybe do a journal topper on the top of that. But that's how easy it is to make a journal. Then you just sew it together. I'll put these together, get them in a good order, clean up my mess a little bit, and come back and we'll decorate. But first, I must go check my heat. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're following along and giving it a go. Let me know what you think. I love to hear from you. And until next time, friends, remember to take time to just be. Cheers.